The decider is here between UALEIKUMNIHAO and cybercats. Game 1, cybercats were victorious, but in Game 2, UALEIKUMNIHAO were the better team. Game 3 will decide who is going to be winning this one and who is going to be losing. And for both teams, it is very important to get the victory here. UALEIKUM, if they win, they're in Division 1. There's no doubt about it. From Open Qualifiers to Division 1, Cinderella story right here. But cybercats, if they lose, they are best case scenario gonna be playing a tiebreaker for their spot in Division 2. But if they win, then worst case scenario, they're gonna be doing that one. But probably won't be playing that one at all. Actually, no. If they lose, they're playing the tiebreaker. If they win, they're not. So that's at least not for the spot in Division 2. They might be playing a tiebreaker for their standings tomorrow. Tiebreakers, guys, are gonna be played tomorrow from 12 CEST. So the Dota never ends here in Eastern Europe. That's just what we like. The Tour 2 today it officially ends, but tiebreakers are always a fun part of it. We didn't have any in Division 1, so now in Division 2 we'll definitely have some. It is just a question what exactly will be happening. Teams are already in the lobby, so we should be getting ourselves into the game fairly soon, in just a couple of seconds. So bear with us, and the players will be ready to show us even more great Dota. I have to say though, UALEIKUM, they throughout the tour have shown that they're a better team than cybercats, so on paper they should be winning. But I have to say also that cybercats came better prepared today when it comes to drafting, and that is I think that is the weakness of UALEIKUM, that they are not that great when it comes to the drafting, right? So we'll see if they can change that. I mean, when you look at their players, they don't really have that captain that has been in the scene for a very long time. Whereas cybercats, well, Alberca, DK Fogus, these are players with Division 1 experience, so they definitely know what they're doing. Are definitely a good duo to give their thoughts. Though I have to say Ducalis is the one drafting, so considering that he's a stand-in instead of Jess V, might mean that he's gonna be a standard part of the lineup, and really the team has been looking pretty solid today with him. But with that being said, we should be getting ourselves into the draft. It has started, so let's see what the teams do have in store for us here. A Beastmaster ban, a Doom ban. No surprises there. Both of the heroes very successful in the current meta. We have seen both of them in game number 1, though.
10 seconds
Begson
remaining.
playing position 4 Doom in game 1 was pretty
5 seconds remaining.
I'd say useless. Let that be the word. Nothing, not to use anything harsher than that. It really was not a good performance.
Team ban.
I think that game 1 really UALEIKUMNIHAO, they should forget about it. They will ban out the Alchemist UALEIKUM, so this time around no one will have it. It's currently 100% win rate in this series. Might be 100% here in Eastern Europe ever since the patch came out. Let me check
10
that.
seconds remaining.
On the first day was not used.
5 seconds
First
remaining.
series, and the second series still not used. Then yesterday it won 1 game, won a second game. Yep, it's 100% in 733 here. Has 4 victories, 0 losses. That's huge. Good reason to get rid of the hero. And cybercats, they are losing a lot of their reserve time. Kind of uncharacteristic here at the start. A team that usually does use some of their reserve time in the first 2 bans is Spirit. That's what comes to mind from some of the stronger teams here from Eastern Europe, and they'll ban out the bounty. Okay, I guess when it's picked up earlier, they can set up the lineup around it quite nicely. The last time they picked it as their last pick, it was a disaster. Let's call it as it is. So UALEIKUM,
10 seconds remaining.
what will you
5
get?
seconds remaining.
Well, they will take their time here.
Dire team pick.
We'll go for the Chen. Okay. That's a strong hero. The Enchantress is in the pool, but boy, Chen is just so powerful. Once you get the shard with this hero, the creeps just become a little bit too hard to deal with. 15-minute creeps with level 3 spells are just so freaking big.
5
Like
seconds.
insane. And you also have the Ancients as well. They will go for the Enchantress and cybercats. You kind of have to match this somewhat. You can get the shard later on, so I guess no matter how strong the creeps are, you have the little friends to counter it somewhat. What's gonna be the other one? Underlord is in the pool. If they want to go for it, they did pick it in the first phase last time. It's not bad at all. They will. Okay. So I guess this takes away the PLs, the Terror Blades and stuff. I haven't seen much Ursa, but I think this is a good Ursa game right off the bat. You could go for it. You have a Chen in lane, so you're already gonna have a pretty decent time.
10 seconds remaining.
Muerta hasn't been a part of this series,
5
banned all the
seconds
time.
remaining.
So if you want her, UALEIKUM, you're gonna need to pick her now. A lot of the big heroes are out of the picture. Lark wouldn't be bad here either if you're going for carries, which I doubt. Is there any popular offlaner that they could pick up for themselves? Death Prophet, did Death Prophet get banned out? Death Prophet is in the pool, so UALEIKUM, that could be the hero that they're gunning for. It really would be solid to pick it up. But they're taking their time here. Let's see, UALEIKUM. Do they get the... Okay, so they will go for the carry, and this is going to be a lifestealer, which is a good pick here. But an early lifestealer? Okay. Okay, I guess you have to ban out something like a Razor. We have seen a Razor. Morphling is definitely one. Hard to protect the lifestealer. Usually you want to see the enemy carry. Like, there's so many heroes. Trolls, Ursas, Larks. They can just rip you apart. I'm surprised about this pick. Okay, it's a good laner. Him and the Chen are gonna do well. They can stay in the lane for a very long time. The lifestealer can stay alone. He's gonna win versus the Underlord. You have that percentage-based damage. So you don't really care about the aura all that much. All of that is fine and dandy, but it's...
Dire team ban.
That's weird. They will ban out the Terrorblade. That's another lifestealer counter. It's literally, you know, like a small dog jumping on you. That's how it feels when a lifestealer is fighting a Terrorblade, because he's just ignoring him completely, just keeping him for a Sunder target, because the lifestealer doesn't do any damage to the Terrorblade.
5 seconds remaining.
You're just so reliant on your physical damage from the feast, and then you have this Terrorblade that just does not care. Will they ban out the Razor? Would cybercats pick a Razor? I know that Alberca plays it. Who played the Razor in the new meta? It was Namiga that played it versus cybercats. So cybercats, they did get a taste of the Razor and lost to it. So it wouldn't be impossible for them to pick it up themselves. Cybercats, they are taking their time here. With the bans, what's it gonna be?
Team ban.
Get rid of the bat. Yeah, they're protecting their Underlord. That is an Underlord counter that you do not want to engage. For a good reason.
Dire team ban.
UALEIKUM, they will ban out the Monkey King and cybercats. I mean, there's so many heroes that he can pick to deal with the lifestealer. Like agility heroes are just so good. Of course, lifestealer in the ultra late game, when you have like 5 slots, is huge.
10 seconds remaining.
But will you really get to that point?
5 seconds remaining.
Yesterday, all of the games were pretty short.
Team pick. Mirana.
Like most of them were below 30 minutes long. Only 2 of them were over 30 minutes and not by a lot. Cybercats, they're going to pick up a Mirana. Was this game now longer than all of the games yesterday? Yeah, it was. 45 minutes.
10 seconds
The
remaining.
longest one yesterday was Moneymakers versus Namiga, which was 43.
5 seconds remaining.
So, UALEIKUM, they see the Mirana now. They don't have much to catch the Mirana. They don't have much to catch anybody. So they're going to be needing some stuns. Sand King is in the pool. But I don't know if you pick a Sand King versus the Underlord, because every time you jump in with your ulti, you're gonna be caught. But that Aghanim Scepter on the Sand King is pretty cool. And considering there's this part of the game where it's just farming. Okay, so no, there's gonna be a Treant. Enigma maybe? No, the Sugarrat plays it. Yeah, there it is. You don't have the supports. Pango is in the pool. So I think Cybercats, they have to go for it. You don't have much choices here. You have to go for the Pango. It's actually not that bad of a pick.
10 seconds
I
remaining.
think there's no doubt about it. Is there like... Maybe you can pick a carry
5 seconds remaining.
that will crush the Enigma. But I have to say though, a lot of the carries that crush the Enigma aren't that good versus the Lifestealer. You could go for a Naga Siren. I would be okay with the Naga. Naga or a Pango. I think those are the 2 options now for Cybercats. Anything else, I am not sure. Maybe I don't see it, but not good, not good. You have no BKB piercing disables. You don't have a lot of burst damage. Setup for the arrow. Pit of Malice is there, but that's about it. The Lifestealer doesn't care about anything that you have.
Radiant team ban.
There's the Naga. Okay. Definitely the best pick, because once the black hole comes out, if you're not inside of it, you can use your ulti, just prevent the enemies from doing the damage. Speaking of, UALEIKUMNIHAO, they might have some damage issues, so they're gonna have to deal with that with their last pick, because Chen, Treant don't really seem like damage dealing heroes. Lifestealer isn't one either, so you need to have your mid laner do a lot.
Dire team ban.
They'll ban out the Coddle, and yeah, they don't have that much catch. Something like a Storm, Lesh, those are the types of heroes that you want to get rid of here. The Ember. Ember is pretty solid for UALEIKUM. I feel like Ember is the main one. You still have the Pit of Malice, which is a nasty spell for him, but Ember, out of all the Spirit Brothers, he usually keeps himself away.
5 seconds remaining.
Get rid of him. Ember and Lesh. I think those are the ones. They will ban out the Wind Ranger. Yeah, it was quite annoying. Naga, PL, those types of heroes, if they get focused fired, they can be taken down quite easily.
Dire team ban.
With the puck being out, I think they're setting up for a Spirit hero. I don't know if you can pick up an Ember though. If you pick up an Ember, you could get Huskard or a Viper or something along those lines. You're gonna ban out the Storm. Okay, they're taunting them to pick an Ember. It's just the perfect pick for UALEIKUM. It's a pretty decent pick for Cybercats as well, so it would be a nice deny pick. But as I mentioned, you are gonna get a direct counter to it if you do go that route. UALEIKUM, do you feel confident enough to do it? That is the question here. I feel like you have to. You just have nothing to deal with the illusions apart from the Enigma Midnight Pulse. That's it. And why would the Naga illusions stay inside of the Midnight Pulse? They're not easy to come to that conclusion.
Dire team pick.
They're gonna go for a Lesh. You could go for an Ember here, but melee hero versus a Lesh sometimes struggle. Ember should do okay. Is there anything else that we see here? I mean, anything mobile is good on UALEIKUM because you have nothing to deal with it. Ember is the best. I still think Ember is the best. If there was a puck available, you pick the puck. But here you get the Ember. You have a Sleight of Fist chains into an arrow. That's pretty huge. They're gonna go for the Void Spirit instead. I mean, either way, there's just not much catch for him. Thing though is UALEIKUMNIHAO, they have so much push in this one. They have ways to deal with the Naga Siren. They have damage. They have team fight. They have a Chen. This is a tough one to call, but I have to say UALEIKUMNIHAO are a better team. I think this is the closest draft that we've had. They won the previous one with ease when they found their timings. Cybercats are a little bit too slow. Chira is going to have to be doing the heavy lifting. I talked about UALEIKUM having damage issues, but Cybercats, they're not that great in damage either. At least not in the early mid game, right? So I'm looking at this Lifestealer. I don't know how he dies. The Enigma will have some defensive items. I don't know how he dies. Haze, once he gets the Bloodstone, don't know how he dies. So I'm gonna go for UALEIKUM. I think they have everything they need to win this one, and with the Chen heals, it's going to be very tough to bring these heroes down. And the fight is long and drawn out, the Lifestealer will thrive because you cannot kill him. You literally cannot kill him. You cannot slow him down. You can't do anything to him. So yeah, I'm going to go for the favorite here. It is the easy way out, but I do believe it is going to be a 2-for-1 for UALEIKUMNIHAO, and that they will get the reverse sweep. With that being said, guys, we're going to be getting ourselves into Dota, into the game right now. But before it, a word from our sponsors.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600. Cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
And there we are in game number 3 of UALEIKUMNIHAO versus Cybercats. Cybercats, they did win game number 1. Let's see if they can end this series in their favor and keep their spot in Division 2. Or will they lose and play tomorrow? Or that exact same spot that they could win today. Also, UALEIKUMNIHAO, if they want to secure their path to Division 2, they need to win this one. Team Sexy, they're definitely looking at this game and like, please lose, UALEIKUM, please lose. Then they could force out a tiebreaker. We're gonna have 2 tiebreakers. Whatever happens could be 2 best of 3s, or very unlikely scenario that we have 1 best of 3 and 1 round robin. That's the most likely scenario is 2 best of 3s, but just like in any other day. I think I'm gonna be casting the tiebreakers for you guys as well. Rob, he's already enjoying himself. You know, I'm on a break. Gonna be relaxing and stuff like that. Which is fine. He did his job perfectly here. You guys enjoyed him as well. Nice stun there, and UALEIKUM, they will steal an extra rune because of it. But Cybercats, they do get the 2 anyways. So it is gonna be a 2-for-2, no surprises there. PK Focus, interesting starting items there. 3 gauntlets, a ring of protection. You want more armor versus the Lifestealer. You already have a solid base armor on the Underlord, so the right clicks from Palantimos really won't be hurting you all that much. I'm curious to see how well Palantimos will be doing in this lane. But this should be a very easy Lifestealer game, even though it was picked super early on. There is literally nothing that stops him. The Naga illusions are annoying. Or little career. The chicken will fall, so chicken breast for Mary. Let's see if he can get buff from those. Force Majeure, he's fighting a pretty much a losing battle here. Chen doesn't have the blood grenade. Force Majeure does have one, but if he uses it, he's gonna be on 1 hit from dying. Chen definitely be winning that engagement. DGB odds still favoring UALEIKUM, and I think this time around even the drafts do reflect it. UALEIKUM, not an easy draft to play into, especially not with what Cybercats have. I'm very curious to see if the Void Spirit can do enough. He's now a universal hero, so I'm not sure how you build him. Do people maybe go back to the Crystallis build? Would be cool. Would be really cool. Mary, he does have that range creep to deny there, and will be going for it. Force Majeure. Nothing he could have done about that one. The Divine Favor, the Ring of Regen. Mary is keeping himself healthy. Palantimos, well, he's a Lifestealer. I always like to see 2 points in Feast on level 3, but we'll see if he puts more emphasis into running people down rather than staying healthy in the lane. Top lane, the Naga. Well, he's not having that great of a time on Alberca. So, Trigrat is doing really well for himself. Actually gets the Midnight Pulse super early. I get it. The Malefice just gets removed easily with the mirror image. This makes sense. And here comes a tornado from that Wild Wing that will be murdered immediately, but that's not gonna stop the tornado just yet. The winds are still blowing in the deadly treatment here for Alberca. But it will be taken down, so Shagrat, he just didn't want to play around with the Wild Wing. Overall, no kills so far. When we look at the lanes, not a lot of kill potential either. Really, until we get some rotations. Nice pull coming out from UALEIKUM. Bexon, he has to be careful. When you're a low armor hero like the Treant, the Riptide can destroy you. There's gonna be a blood grenade thrown out, so Enigma taking some damage there, and Alberca won't have it any longer. We're seeing more and more blood grenades be used, and I like it because the item is actually pretty solid. Just in this game, I don't see much usage for it. Wait, does it do more damage to units? No. 50 damage on impact, and then 15% damage and slow for 5 seconds. So all in all, how much damage is that? That's 125 overall from the blood grenade. Costs you 75, but when you're chasing, you don't care. Okay, so the Lifestealer does go for Feast level 2. He's gonna have the phase boots fairly soon, so his lane is going really well. 7 denies compared to only 2 of the Underlord. To be expected. I mean, with the Lifestealer, you posture aggressively, and the Underlord has to be careful. He's not really gonna be winning a man fight versus you. You can't really kill him all that fast, but you can be hella annoying to him. And after 4 minutes of the laning stage, UALEIKUM, they are holding a 1k gold lead. Mostly it's that Lifestealer that really is doing so well in the lane, but both of the side lanes going well. The problem is we're not going to be seeing any kills here for a long time unless Force Majeure just dies here. Still has the Fairy Fire, so really shouldn't happen to him. He does get the arrow into that troll healer. But overall, we are in for a very passive start here, boys, because none of the teams really have any chances of killing another. The college, though, he's rotating to the mid lane, and Jira, he does connect with the Remnant. They're gonna try to go for Haze, slowing him down. He has the Fairy Fire, the help is coming. Night Dissimulate there to dodge the stun. Haze is going for a TP out. He'll be successful with the Remnant being used. They have nothing else to stun him. Still, that's nice. And UALEIKUM, they're gonna attempt a kill on the bottom lane as well, but without anything to stop the TP. The Underlord does get himself out. Barely, though. Barely for both of the four-legged heroes on these two teams. So, Mary doing Chen things, farming, the most farm support to be expected. Something we always see from the Chen nowadays, and even before that was the case. They just don't stay in the lane for very long, and one of the reasons why this lane is so cool with Lifestealer Chen is because the Chen can leave and just get so much farm. Jira is level 6, but he doesn't really have the mana to be using his steps here. Arrow will connect, and this could be our first blood. They're doing a ton of damage to Haze. He has the sticks. He has one more bottle charge. He's out. Haze is surviving. Jump in from the... no, not gonna be happening. Force Majeure gets the kill before the Remnant even connects. Force Majeure, he gets the first blood. He does deserve it. He got that arrow without any setup into the face of the Lesh. That's gonna be a big one for cybercats. Of course, ideally you would have wanted the Void Spirit to get it, but it's fine. For Void Spirit, it's all about levels. His spells were over the course of patches, nerfed and nerfed and nerfed and nerfed, so now he needs so many levels 4 points in both of his damaging spells to really do much. Valentimos, look at how annoying he is. He's not really doing all that much damage, but he's just constantly pushing it here onto DK Focus with the fire expiring, just standing his ground fighting DK Focus. You have to be careful. Here comes the Mad Golem. Penitence is gonna be there. The shards are gonna start flying out, and the blocking It's there. There's another stun. DK focus. They really want this one, but it's very hard to go through that Vanguard. He just won't die. Even with the Shardlings there, the 75 damage of the stuns isn't gonna be enough. Enigma, top lane. He can't really bully the Naga once she gets some stats and more levels in the mirror image, because those illusions become very, very hard to deal with. You cannot kill them, thus you cannot threaten the Naga, but he can threaten you. She can threaten you. Lifestealer level 6. Not skilling up his ulti just yet. He's probably gonna save the skill point for now. Force Majeure running away. That's a Cobbled 4-man, my friend, so he's very fast, as well as these Shardlings. Mary coming over, and Haze comes from the side. The stun will not connect. Force Majeure gets himself to the high ground, meaning no more leap charges, but he's in a safe place. Now, onto Haze. Nice body blocks coming up from Chira. Here comes the Seed Shot. Will be slowing him down, but Haze is still alive. Mary in the vicinity. Arrow flying in. It is not gonna connect. The Shardlings there are gonna be protecting though, and now they're turning around onto Mary. The creep will stun all of them, stopping the advances for a second, but look at the damage of the forever keeping in place. The Kalish will be dropping down, giving the kill to UALEIKUM. Vexen now coming forward. Haze is there. Chira has to be very careful with the Resonant Pulse shield, and he has the Fairy Fire as well, so he was never really gonna die. Haze, seeing that, doesn't have enough mana to go forward, and he decides to just call it a day. Refill the bottle with the Lesh. Again, it's a 1-for-1 on the support, so not that big of a deal, but was a long chase. For a couple of seconds there, it looked like the Lash was gonna die, then it looked like the Void Spirit was gonna die, but on closer inspection, we saw that none of them were gonna die, at least not just yet, because Haze is now gonna be taken down by Chira, and immediately they will go for a smoke. I think it wasn't spotted by a ward, but I'm not 100% certain. They were close. Still, cybercats are going towards the top lane. This is a fast rotation. The problem is that Enigma is already inside of the tower, so the question is, will you dive? Diving in Enigma, very dangerous job. And especially with Vexen being here, he's gonna be breaking that smoke. Sugarrat, they're going for him. The action step is there. Sugarrat turns around with the black hole immediately. Don't have anything to stop that. But look at the damage that the Void Spirit is taking. He's taking down immediately Enigma. Inside of the Midnight Pulse fighting this one, it would be a big mistake. And cybercats, they really wanted this kill, but they just gave a freebie to the Enigma as Haze is setting up on Alberca. Doesn't have a skill point to use. It is huge. If they take him down, the stun, Haze is threatening with it, and he does have the ulti. Actually, did save the skill point, so we'll be going for it right now. Actually, no. He got level 7 during that engagement as the creeps in the jungle were dying.
Middle tower is under attack.
Pretty big for him. If he hadn't there, the question is, do you really get out of that situation alive? The Lash is a big damage hero. Speaking of big heroes, Lifestealer, very farmed. His armlet already finished. He's going to be going for Radiance. So once that versus the Naga Siren, we'll see if he does disassemble it later on into a Nullifier. Might decide to do that, but Radiance, very big versus the Naga, PL. Those are the types of items that the Lifestealer wants to get against those heroes, though. I was expecting a Maelstrom. I'll see what he decides to do. The Radiance is a little too good of an item to just skip on. So Force Majeure, he does kill Palantimos' hero. Sorry, Courier. We'll get in fast onto the Siege Creep, so this Lifestealer will be fine. Taking your Siege Creep away, you won't really be able to do any significant damage to this tower. The heroes of cybercats, they suck at killing towers. Siege Creep, going for the Courier. Yeah, you're not getting that one. Palantimos having some fun here, lighting the cart, hoping that one day he's gonna have a centaur in his team to drive him around. It doesn't matter, UALEIKUM, they're increasing their lead more and more, especially with the top tower falling, and Sugarrat getting even more ahead in terms of net worth. He's going for a Midas into an Octarine. Having the Arcane Boots, he already has one of the components for that Octarine, so it's gonna be there in no time.
Bottom tower is under attack.
This is gonna be a farmed Enigma. You get the Octarine, you get the Blink, you get the BKB, and well, cybercats, they have nothing to counter you with. They can't kill you now, though. Slow you down as much as possible. It's Chira leading the charge. First astral step. Not going to be connecting. Not really doing all that much damage. And the Remnant only connects onto the Eidolons, who will stay there to protect the real hero. Ducalis is dropping low. And even with that siege shot from the creeps, that could have been a problem. Ducalis, he might not be the one dropping down, but his courier will. UALEIKUM, they're happy with just having these delays until they get their ultis back. There's going to be an overgrowth. There is going to be a black hole fairly soon. Cybercats, they are farming, just not as fast as their enemies. Lash is the one that keeps falling behind, which is weird for the hero, but it's just that around the mid lane there's nothing new, and on the side lanes there's just so many things to farm. Antimo's going for DK focus. He's starting to do some serious damage here. With the Lance of Pursuit, it's very hard to escape a 4 points of Ghoul Frenzy and the Lance of Pursuit Lifestealer. And he's keeping himself safe. Mary does have a mech, does have the Hand of God. Dying. Gonna be very, very tough. Hand of God at the ready. You better use it right now. Haze is baiting a little bit. There's the Hand of God. And not gonna be enough to save his life. Vexen a little bit too late with his overgrowth. With the haste of this Void Spray, they'll be able to get themselves away. Fiend's Gate behind the tower. They might decide to use it themselves, UALEIKUM. But that's a huge kill that Cybercats did get. And really, not much of a commit coming out from them. Yeah, you do use the Moonlight Shadow, the Fiend's Gate, but those spells not necessarily all that important for future fights. Void Spirit is going for Deso, so we are going to be seeing a right-click Void Spirit. Makes sense now that he's a universal hero, that people are maybe going to be focusing a little bit more on the damage part of him. Valentimos. Not the easiest target, definitely harder than the Lash. You do have the Glyph and the Living Armor to protect the tower. But Cybercats don't seem like they're giving up on this one just yet. So they're gonna go for it. They have the Ogre there to tank it. They'll be able to bring it down. Chiro will be the one that gets the last hit, so a lot of gold going his way. Our Lifestealer, he was picked to defend that tower for a long time. 14 minutes in, you don't have the tower any longer. They found Haze. Not for long, he will be fine. Begson secures the shield rune. Okay. So no bottling of the shield rune for the Lash, which would have been a pretty good one. This hero likes to be protected. Pretty much in any way, shape or form. So Mary does have 2 Centaurs and the Ogre Bruiser. So the Centaurs can keep somebody in place for the Ogre Bruiser stun to charge up. And the Ogre Smash is actually pretty 200 damage plus 8% of your current HP. If you're full HP, it literally rips you apart. Coming over. Force Majeure has double leaps. Yeah, he's not gonna die. Just gets himself to the low ground. The only thing they could have forced out from that one was 1 leap. Just pretty sad. The Octarine is done on the Enigma, so that is huge. That Midas, its cooldown is just gonna be super low now. What's actually the cooldown of the Midas? 90 seconds. Oh. 90 seconds normally, so that's not right.
Radiant are scanning.
It should be around 70. I hate it when those things don't update when we are observing. Anyways though, Valentimos, he does have the Sacred Relic, so Radiance on the menu. They found the Underlord. He's taking a little bit too much damage for his days. He only has the Vanguard against the Lash that doesn't really help you all that much. Pure damage, magical damage. That's what he's sporting, so they'll be able to take down DK Focus with ease.
Tower is under attack.
That's only going to be the 8th kill so far, so every 2 minutes we get 1 kill. It's kind of underwhelming, but when we saw the draft we knew it is going to be a slow one. Arrow does connect. They're trying to kill Haze. Not going to be happening with the Hand of God. He's more than capable of surviving. We talked about it. Once he gets the Bloodstone, very hard to kill him. And yeah, the Midas is 65 seconds cooldown now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's pretty big for an Enigma. Every 65 seconds he's going to be getting a Midas. And Moonlight Shadow was used. Not sure where they want to be going. It's towards the top lane. They do have the Arcane Rune onto the Void Spirit, so is definitely more than capable of doing a lot of harm here. But Sugarat is pretty tanky. He's level 12. Let's see how much damage he can actually do coming in with the Fiend's Gate as well. Sugarat, he will accept his destiny. It's going to be death. No Hand of God at the ready, so he'll be an easy grab. Mary going for a TP out. Oh, what a play coming out there with the Centaur just stopping the Pit of Malice. He definitely would have died. So beautifully done. Coming out from the Chen. UALEIKUM, in the end, they just lose one hero. It is a core, so that movement wasn't bad at all. Coming out from cybercats, but it could have been better. Could have been better. And of course, you're going to be a little bit demoralized when you thought you were going to get the bonus support kill, and that doesn't happen. Lifestealer, his Radiance is done. And it is being delivered to him as we speak. So that's gonna be a big timing for him, especially in terms of his farming speed. It's gonna be huge. Cybercats, they're in a smoke. Nobody to find there. The Underlord came there just to outpush a little bit, but while you are hunting for kills, your towers are falling. UALEIKUM, they get an easy one. He'll go for a smoke towards the top lane. This is a pretty fast one. It's nighttime. Look at how fast they're moving. You might not be expecting they're gonna be on top of you in a second. DK Focus running away, but he has been found. There is nowhere to run. Let's see that 8 legs that we are about to break. The Lifestealer goes for the rage. Look at how much damage he's doing. It's insane. Ducalis is hoping that the nature's attendants will tend to his wounds, but believe me, my friend, these guys that are coming for you, they're gonna rip you apart. Literally, Ducalis actually going over the bridge here. And he'll be fine, but he's just leading them towards his teammate. Nope, the Void Spirit gets sent away, and the Ducalis will be taken down by Haze. Really no reason for the Lifestealer to chase him, considering that can't really attack him all that much. His attack speed is pretty sad, and straight into the pit. They have the Chen creeps here to assist, but Roche is making short work of them, and Palantimos, well, Lifestealer isn't the best at Roche taking. He's gonna be needing some help. Haze is coming over, there's the damage, the stuns will be coming there, and with the penitence, it will have the attack speed. Sugarat comes over as well. Malefice, the Roche should be falling. Looking at the Treant, he does have that shard. Looking at the screen, we do have this QR code that you guys can scan, which will take you to the website. You have a $600 bonus if you are new. So be sure to scan that one with your phone. Everything else will be done for you. Naga has the Orchids. That's a big one versus the Lifestealer.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Guess
attack.
there's not gonna be any Lotuses, but he's gonna go for a Manta on this Lifestealer most likely, which is gonna be huge versus the net of the Naga Siren, versus the Pit of Malice when he doesn't have the rage. Of course, that silence is also nice to remove, and it's a really good item with the Radiance. Speaking of really good items, Bexen gets caught, Bexen gets taken down. The Force Major actually gets the kill. I thought the Orchid Burn was the one that's gonna finish him off, but actually it was the right click from the Mirana. Very nice one. That is still your Orchid reveal, so the Lifestealer and the Lesh will be a little bit more careful now. Especially the Lifestealer. Lesh currently does have that Aegis. So Deso on the Void Spirit, and he's going for an Aghanim Scepter. We'll see how it works out. Sugarat, on the other hand, he is farming towards the BKB. We'll have it in no time with having your Midas with every minute. It really is a big influx of gold. DK Focus, he has the Pipe, he has the Vanguard. He has the new neutral item, the Gossamer Cape, 20 movement speed, and every 5 seconds you automatically dodge an attack from an enemy, which is definitely going to be helpful versus the Lifestealer and Enigma. Gonna be caught, Hand of God at the ready, but the Living Armor will be enough for the Void Spirit to give up on the chase for now. Yeah, still has that regen rune bottled. Sugarat, he's not using his Midas right now. Just use it. Use it. I don't know where. I don't know what to do. There's a Lotus in the pool. I get it just yet. Echo Saber on the Void Spirit. Okay, probably gonna be disassembling that one into the Aghanim Scepter. So his right clicks do hurt. Look at that. He has more than 200 damage per hit. These universal heroes, they can hurt you. Nagasaran going for the Tormentor. It is going to be the Mirana that gets the Aghanim Shard. You probably would have wanted it more on the Enchantress, but Mirana is fine. For people that don't know now, if you put it on auto cast, you can vector target and actually choose how far you jump. It's not just randomly there. The top lane Tormentor hasn't been picked up just yet there. Chen is getting his Guardian Greaves delivered, which is going to be nice versus the Orchid. That's not going to be threatening him any longer. Lesh going to have the full Senjin Kaya. We're continuing to have a pretty passive game on our hands. Nagasaran finally did take the Primate here in the top of the network chart, but the lifestealer is still pretty fun. Still, that net worth advantage of the Nagasaran will give a net worth advantage to cybercats, which wasn't the case for the majority of the game. And they found the Lesh, they want to kill him, arrow will not connect, they have the stance, he already used the Bloodstone, maybe they can kill him again. For now, nobody's coming to assist the Lesh, so it has to be somewhat careful here if cybercats decide to go for him again. They do have those Guardian Greaves on the Mirana. And he's going to be going for Naganims as well. I like the greediness coming out from all of the supports. And Mirana is so freaking farmed. Oh, that's because of the shard. Yeah, the Chen would
Radiant's bottom tower is under
still have
attack.
slightly more. Would he actually? No, he wouldn't. Mirana is just freaking farmed. That's what it is. Silence onto the Lifestealer, but he did get the rage off, so that's a little bit later. That's the thing now. You can silence people even when they get their spells out. Of course, it's not going to work until the rage expires, but that's I don't know if I can call it a nerf or a buff for a BKB, because it's gonna be, I guess, a nerf overall, but people need to get used to not using spells on it. And sometimes you're like, I'm gonna hex him before it, and then you just hex him over the BKB, you don't have it there. So in that regard, it could be considered the buff.
Gotcha.
Cybercats continuing to increase their lead, not by much. Chira will get found by Bexon. Bexon did show himself there for a second, so Chira knows that he has been spotted, that he has been made. Really won't change his positioning. He's still posturing aggressively in the enemy jungle, and that's about it. Cybercats, they really want to go into the late game versus the Enigma. How are you going to stop the black hole? The short answer is you cannot. You can't do it.
To the gills.
He's always going to be able to get it out, and in the later portions of the game, you just jump onto an important hero, you kill him, and what then? Buybacks are a good way to deal with the Enigma Black Hole, Roach as well, but it just becomes very, very hard when you know that the fight is going to be starting with you losing one of your key heroes, or maybe even more, if Sugaret finds a good jump. So, Void Spirit not going to be going for Naganims, it is going to be a Crystallis that he goes for, so he is going to be going for that right-click build. Then you get like a Skadi, and then your damage is off the charts. Would be cool to see. Lifestealer, Manta, almost done. He only needs the recipe. He has the ultimate orb being delivered to him. Palantimo's continuing to farm. He just can't keep up with the Naga any longer. To be expected, at some point the Naga just starts farming a little bit too fast. Big no Purge does have a hard versus the Lifestealer though. That's not such a great item. Chen does get an Aghanim Shard, so 30 minutes it's approaching, but his creeps now, they have level 3 spells. You're gonna have level 4 at 30 minutes into the game. For people that don't know, creeps now have levels. They get level 2 at 15.
Middle tower is under attack.
Their spells level up at minute 15 and then at minute 30. And if you're a Chen with a shard, you elevate that by 1 level, which once it's minute 30 and it's level 3, then it's going to be level 4. Chen is the only hero that can get the most out of the creeps.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sugaret. He has everything he needs. He has a Blink, he has a BKB, he has an Octarine Core. Only Shadow from Cybercats, but Ducalis is gonna be caught here. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he'll be taking down their penitence on him just as good as and they found the Naga. She is singing, but they already used their BKBs. Actually, the damage is just not there. Alberca trying to run away, but the song will stop. That means that the Lesh will be coming forward. He does have a DP, Alberca. overgrowth is gonna get used, and DK Focus will give his life away, or will he? They have the follow-up stun there with the Sentinel, not allowing to go through the portal, and will get another kill. But the Naga lives. That is quite huge. Lifestealer just doesn't do enough damage to her. He's gonna have to go for something like a Mjolnir if he wants to do any kind of damage to this Naga Siren. Still, it's a big fight either way. Revealing of the Blink BKB black hole is huge. He was like, where's the Roche? What's happening? It's on the top lane, my friend. Just not alive, at least for the next 20 seconds. Right now, you need to start itemizing only for the Naga. I'm just looking at these other heroes, the cybercats, and I don't see them having that much impact. Maybe later on in the game. But currently, in the next 10-15 minutes, I just don't see it. So Alberca wants the Bloodthorn. Doesn't want the Radiance to be stopping him from right-clicking any longer. That True Strike from the Bloodthorn is very important when playing versus Radiance. And the damage increase of the burn is actually quite nice from the Orchid to the Bloodthorn. It's from 30 to 60%. That's not negligible at all. Haze
Radiant's
wants
middle tower is under attack.
the Shivas, working tirelessly towards it. For the Chen, he removes both the Silence, but Harry gonna be removing a bit of Malice. They have all of the heals for him, and Mary just easily lives through all of it. He was trying to deal with illusions. Well, Mary now finally is gonna be taken down. They're being surrounded. He didn't infest the Lash with the Lifestealer, so killing this guy just not gonna be easy. But look at those just flying through. Side of the bit of Malice, keeping him there. Shergret doesn't have the black hole, so he has nothing to threaten with, but in 15 seconds, he's gonna have it. Arrow will connect on Vexen. Oh, he wasn't expecting that one. Where's the vision? And will they see him clearly with the sentries? Will buy back. They want to fight. They're getting caught on. Bounty will turn around. They get the silence on the Lash. He's dead. Now the overgrowth does come through only on the two heroes. They're bombing over in the black hole. It is gonna be huge. They're gonna be pulled into it. And the only survivor out of the black hole is Alberca, but not for long. Stays out of the midnight pulse. No, the back comes out, and he actually survives because it's Mirana. Gets it out at the perfect time. The pure damage from the Diabolic Edict, and then the damage from the Midnight Pulse definitely would have killed him. It's not enough. Look at how much damage UALEIKUMNIHAO did, and they still lost the fight heavily using 2 buybacks, one of them being a Lesh buyback, and they still don't kill the Naga. They will get the Rosh. If they get the Rosh, it's somewhat okay. Haze definitely needs another life, and with the penitence, this Rosh will be falling down fast. Cybercats. Oh boy, a 3-man black hole, 3 of their cores, but the damage of the Lifestealer just isn't that high. Actually, does he want the Aegis? He's making space. He's in the Aegis will go towards Haze, and Palantinos will just get himself a cheese. That makes a lot more sense. That's 2 buybacks from UALEIKUM. Well, they didn't kill the big one. That's a huge deal. So I like that they didn't hesitate. Going forward, I mean, once you itemize properly versus the Naga, you should be able to deal with her. But we have seen this hero get out of control. Next item for the Naga is going to be a shard. So he wants his song to heal people, and inside of the black hole, that's actually going to make a big difference. You don't have anything that's going to be stopping heals from the side of UALEIKUM, and well, 40% of your HP, of everybody's HP being brought back, considering it's probably going to be the Lifestealer hitting people. I guess you can't stop the Lash from doing damage. He gets close, he pops the spells, and even during the song, there's gonna be continuing Force Majeure. Is gonna be found. Does have some more leaps here, but let's see if he can get himself out of this bad situation. He did use the Guardian Greaves there, net on Pantimos. They don't have the Aghanim Scepter just yet, so he'll be fine. Look at Mary, who's been found immediately, pops the ulti and his Guardian Greaves, and will be infested as well. He is back up to full. Cybercats, they save their Mirana. They don't get any kills either. There is a gem on UALEIKUM. Cybercats still don't have one. Haze inside of the Invis room. It's very dangerous for Cybercats here. They're dealing with a black hole still, even though 2 of the ultis from the supports were utilized there back. Ace going into the enemy jungle. Stun on Force Majority. Does connect. This should be a kill. And the Lightning Sword will be getting that one. Gets the Bloodstone out. He needs some help, but he has the Aegis, so should be okay. These illusions cannot do enough damage, and he's going to be dealing with them easily. That's a nice kill for UALEIKUM. They get a tower on top of it. Pretty nice. Pantimo starting to itemize for dealing with the Naga Siren, because his right clicks, they're just not hurting her whatsoever. With Mjolnir, that is definitely going to change. Even the Maelstrom should make a significant difference. Chen, he is supporting the Ancient Thunderhide. More attack speed for the Lifestealer. Nice. He's approaching level 20 on the Lifestealer. That's going to be the first level 20 on the map. Yes, you get the Ghoul Frenzy slow. But first, you get the enemy Tormentor. You're in a good position to do it. The Void Spirit Illusion coming over, not going to be changing anything. Enigma gets the Aghanim Shard. It's going to be quite nice. Sarrow not connecting on anyone. Chira, you're a little bit too deep. He has one more Astral Step to run away, and the Remnant is there to stop Haze. It's going to be pushed back there. They're going to go with the sleep. That means you have nothing to actually stop the Enigma Black Hole, so you better run. That's exactly what Cybercats will do. They go through the Defender's Gate, into their base, into a safe spot. So Berka is going towards the Butterfly, so even with the Mjolnir, it is a question how much damage the Lifestealer will be able to do to the Naga. The thing is, you still have a Lesh, you still have a Black Hole, Midnight Pulse, those things do add up. Underlord working towards an AC, and Enchantress does have the shard, so little friends at the ready. It's just gonna be huge versus the Chen creeps. So Lifestealer level 20. When he hits you, you don't move. You're just slowed by that much. How much is it? It's 40% movement slow. You literally crawl when he gets on top of you. Chira does have a BKB. He's going for a Daedalus, so the right clicks of this Void Spirit are actually going to be quite high. He's level 18 as well. He packs a punch. Enigma has been infested, going forward, the Malefus is there, that's the upgraded Malefus, the Overwolf will connect as well, and yeah, well, they're gonna take a long time before they kill DK Focus with the Force Staff. They get him out, he has been busted for the next 8 seconds, that's not gonna be expiring, so he's dead. The Callis is next on the menu too, they have found him, they will kill him easily with the damage coming out from the Lash, but the Lifestealer is the one that seals the deal. With the Mjolnir, he actually doesn't care about the Untouchable all that much because he does have the attack speed necessary.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Chira is pushing the bottom tower. With Living Armor, it should be a little bit tougher to bring down. Vexen did come over, not gonna let it fall just yet. That Besso Void Spirit, usually we're not used to Void Spirits just being very good at right-clicking towers, but this kind of a build enables him to do so.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Naga has the Butterfly, approaching level 20 as well. I'm guessing you go for the +1 mirror image, but the -20 seconds on Song of the Siren isn't that bad either in this game. Off lane, tower, off low. It will be surviving for now, but unfortunately for Cybercats, they do not have a Treant Protector to be able to heal that one back up to full. Wisdom Moons have spawned. Nobody has taken theirs just yet. The top one might be taken right now, but nobody is really focusing on that one. That's a lot of experience that it gives. And it is going to be Sugargrad that gets 1400 experience as his tier 1 falls. High ground. They are infest the Enigma. Sugargrad going in. They want to kill the Naga Siren. Let's see if they're going to be able to. The damage, he's not taking it. He just survived throw it. But they have another one. Let's go. Round number 2. Lifestealer just trying to do enough damage. It's going to be enough. Berka, he is still living through it. He wants to open his mouth. Don't let him do it. Don't let her sing. And they will be getting her tongue out with that. Getting the kill as well. And now, with the double black hole, killing the strongest hero on the enemy side, there is nothing else left for Cybercats and the Tormentor. Well, that should be an easy grab too. If they bring enough heroes here, the Lesh is coming over to assist. Lifestealer doing so much damage there. and barely killing the Naga, but just goes to show how much of a problem this Enigma is when you don't have anything to cancel out the black hole. 2 black holes, 10 seconds in place. Naga Siren, nothing she can do. They did their best. She did her best, but when she tried to sing, it was just stop.
Dire's top tower
Doesn't really have the shards, so wouldn't have healed much, but at least would have been able to escape. That's the first death of the Naga Siren. She's 1, 1, and 2. Definitely playing PvE in this game. And the big thing is, this is an Octarine Enigma, so in 60 seconds, he's gonna have the double black hole once again. That means like 40 seconds of time for cybercats to make something happen while it's on cooldown. That's a very narrow window for you to make anything done. So what's the play from cybercats? I really don't know. I'm looking at them, and with this kind of a build, the Void Spirit, he needs to right click. He hasn't been able to right click anybody. If you have like an E-blade, bam bam jump in, you know, burst can happen. He's level 21 as well. Get on this talent. The 40 plus Nova damage, even more damage for him. The Ancient Black Dragon will get taken down. They get stunned by the Centaur. They found the Chen. Is that the easiest target? Not really, but inside of the Pit of Malice, surrounded by Naga illusions, you actually cannot live for more than a second. It's a bit too much. And even this Void Spirit packs a punch when he's allowed to. So you lost your Chen, but he's gonna be up in 30 seconds. Lifestealer now has the shard too. Open wounds are a big deal. Healing up everybody.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And
Dire's
also, you
middle
know,
tower is under
another
attack.
2% of targets max HP. Is it? I think it's still physical damage.
Double damage.
I think it is physical damage on open wounds, but it actually doesn't say. Enigma is gonna get infested, so they want another double black hole here. Cybercats, they got burned in the exact same place last time, so I doubt that's gonna be happening again. They do smoke. Wasn't spotted. Haze will reveal himself as Shirkrat is running forward. He's gonna get gone on. Oh, if they can kill him, that's gonna be huge. Shirkrat bombs to make him in. There's the black hole. They cannot take him down. He's gonna be able to use one. He can use another if he wants to, but here comes Dave with the shot. Shirkrat is dropping low. There's the pressure. Can he get it off? Nimphicus is just don't hurt him through the BKB and the Kalis. He cannot finish the job. So that's another black hole to use. We'll use it for the Mirana that just leaps away. That's just not that strong of a pull. Merca is gonna be getting the sleep on, but he's missing 2 of his teammates. The Lifestealer is slaughtering them, and Merca, he wants to fight. He has help there, but let's see how much he can do with the Lifestealer just munching on him and thinking focus. He's gonna go through the portal. You think you're safe? Nowhere is safe. We're gonna follow you until the end of the earth. But he did TP himself back to base, so at least he will survive. Out of all the cores, he's the only one that lives. That was a good jump for Cybercats. If they killed the Enigma before the black hole, maybe, just maybe this fight is different. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, and Palantimos now with an MKB, his damage up on Naga a little bit too high. That's it. I think with the Lifestealer now having the MKB, that's it for this game. You have lost your timing on the Naga, and there's an Aghanim Scepter now on the Roche as well. Lifestealer, if he wants that, that's gonna be amazing. You can infest the enemies. I guess you can give it to Haze. Maybe the Enigma already has one. Black hole deals additional damage. 3.5% of the unit's max HP per second. That's so much damage.
To the Radiant.
So we got the Aghanims. It is gonna be the Nihilism. I'm a little bit afraid there because the Lifestealer won't be able to attack through it. For people that don't know, it just turns everybody ethereal around the Lesh. Lash turns ethereal as well though, but it doesn't slow him and doesn't make him take extra damage. So Lash now has everything. He has the Aegis, he has the cheese, he got the Aghanim Scepter, he was given everything. Haze, it's level 23, so his Diabolic Edict, it's not that powerful, but it's powerful enough for you to have to pop the Blitz immediately. Valentimos, he is the one that you have to be afraid of when it comes to pushing. Look at what he does. Against is on the other side of the map, just out pushing the lanes. Your base is gonna be in shambles. Valentimos, he gets inside of Haze, and he's gonna be having a very nice time there. Push out, he's connected. The black hole is there. It's only gonna be onto the Underlord, but it doesn't matter. He's gonna be taken down immediately. Refresh does come out, and Underlord is dead without a buyback. I don't necessarily know this. There's the side of UALEIKUMNIHAO, but they are not afraid at all. They have one more black hole to fight with now. The open moves onto the Kalish is going to be going onto Jura. Look at that damage from the Life Turret, it's insane. And they drop in this black hole. It's going to seal the deal. And cybercats, you're going to have to go into the tiebreakers. They want to stay in Division 2. UALEIKUMNIHAO, they came from the qualifiers and they are going to Division 1. They're already starting to celebrate. Actually, no, look at them. They're so focused. They know in clubs you've lost so many times by getting ahead of yourself. But now going for tier 4s, we're not gonna die for the Falcon, we're gonna end it right here, right now. Division 1 is in front of them and they're gonna get a chance to fight against the best in the region. Alberca, he doesn't want to allow it. He will sing his last song in this game. Valentimos will pop his rage, just turns around, he calls JG Alberca. He knows that he's just gonna be eaten by the Life Sword. You die first, then the throne falls. That's exactly what's gonna happen with Radiance claiming the kill. And UALEIKUMNIHAO can now go and celebrate their advancement to Division 1 that nobody can take away from them. Team Sexy, they were probably looking at this series hoping that UALEIKUM were gonna lose after game number 1. They were celebrating, but now after game 3, it is apparent that the two teams going to Division 1 are gonna be one Nemiga, and second one, UALEIKUMNIHAO. With Team Sexy, the best thing they can do is secure themselves the 3rd spot here in the Division 2. With that being said, you know, they still have to do it themselves, right? And they do have a series right now versus Navi Jr. Team Sexy and Navi Jr., who's going to win? We don't know. If Navi Jr. wins, Team Sexy and Navi Jr. are going to be fighting again tomorrow. So Navi Jr., they definitely want this one. We already have one tiebreaker that is going to be played tomorrow. That's cybercats versus No Sorry. Whoever wins that one is staying in Division 2. Whoever loses is out, together with Sigma YNT. But now this last series of the day, it just doesn't hold that much of a weight, because Team Sexy, it's not that important. Other than the money, nothing else is on the line for them in the series. Same is true for Navi Jr. But money is a pretty good motivator. It moves the world. So we'll see. We'll see who wins the next series. We only have one more series left here, guys, in the regular season of Division 2 here at Tour 2 in the Eastern Europe. So let's go on to a short break, and when we're back, we'll get into that last series of Team Sexy versus Navi Jr.